Um, Wanted to share with you a few tips about the home buying process for those first-time home buyers and even second-time home buyers. It will be a good refresher. So hopefully it helps you guys out. Again, here's my contact information. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach me in any way. My email is here. I will also have a checklist uploaded to the YouTube channel. So in case you can't find exactly what you're looking for or have any questions regarding the market, fill out that checklist and email it back to me, and I'll make sure to So you're now decided to take it to the next step and buy a home, either a condo or new construction or a investment property of some sort. The first thing that you will need to know is to do a little bit of research and understand the market. Um, the first thing that also you will want to do is to consult a real estate professional. Okay, we always are given the perception that we are salespeople. Yes, we are, but we're also, consultants or advisors. The good ones, they try to, advise you on what's really best for you in terms of your needs and wants and the area that you want to be, the neighborhood, and the type of property, that kind of thing. So I like to think of myself as an advisor, as a consultant, someone who's going to really focus on what you're looking for and educate you along the process so that way you make a wise decision in your purchase. The other thing that you need to know is that the market right now is a seller's market. So what that means is that you're having a very low inventory of homes and too many buyers. And as a result of that, you're having buyers competing against each other for the same property, which usually drives the prices up, which is good for sellers. Um, Now, you also need to know that around this time last year, we're seeing folks paying pretty much 97, sometimes a little bit less, closer to sales price. So if a house is going for 228,000, as this example here says, you're expected to pay pretty close to that amount, and that looks more like 221,600, $221,600. So again, if the inventory is down, that means that prices are going up. It's just that rule of supply and demand. Um, the next thing you need to know it's about the pre-approval process. You know, you can't really you can't really start a home buying process without knowing how much home you can buy. Okay, so and the way you do that is by talking to a lender, a reputable lender. I can definitely suggest you guys some lenders that I worked with in the past. And the reason why you want to work with someone that's that's in the business or been in the business for a long time is because they're not only going to save you money and time, but at the same time, they're not going to cost you the house. I can't really mention all the horror stories that I've heard from folks that have worked with, lenders in California, even though they're buying in the Northeast. And obviously the lender in California, again, nothing wrong against my Californians, but if you are in two different time zones and obviously two different markets, there's a lot of moving parts here, and most likely they're really not going to deliver on time. And if you don't meet the deadlines in real estate, most likely that's going to cost you the house, and you're probably going to lose also money, which I'm going to touch on that. So you want to work with someone that's local, knows the market, and can have, if not everything in house, at least most of it. Uh, it helps in the underwriting process. Some of the benefits for you to have a pre-approval in hand is that it turns you into a cash buyer. You immediately know, how much you can spend, how much is going to cost you per month if you get that house, and that kind of thing. So it's going to save you money, and at the same time, it's going to give you leverage because if you're working with a local lender, someone who's reputable, and you're in a multiple offer situation, if that other competing bid doesn't have a lender, doesn't have a pre-approval, doesn't have someone who's been in the business for a while, someone reputable, the bank, that's been in business for a while and it's known for closing a lot of deals, agreement accepted by the seller and win the property over the other buyer. So it also gives you confidence. Again, pre-approval thing, and approving that service agreement for the real estate professional to work on your behalf. This doesn't cost you anything, and at the same time, it helps you. It's going to notify you for any educate you and doesn't cost you anything. The next, buying side, being represented by a buyer's agent, someone who's representing the person selling the house is the one that pays the real estate agent. Misconception is that people think that different brokerages have different capabilities, or more tricks in the bag. And the truth to that is that it's not. There's same access to the information. The only difference is the speed in which they can get that information and make it public and available to you. Uh, Same thing with the builders. If you're buying a new construction, the builder is the one that pays out the fees or the commission to the agent who's representing you in the buying on the buying side. Um, Another thing about shopping for a home, people think that you have to look at 100 or 200 homes. And to tell you the truth, now with technology, and if you're working with a savvy agent, helping you narrow down your search and really hitting all the points on your checklist, they should really, kind of ease up your search and not not have you really waste a lot of time driving around all day, going from properties to properties in which you're not going to remember all of them all at once. So most of the times, if you're having an experienced agent and you're also narrowing down your search, you should maybe look at the top maximum, maybe 10 to 15 homes. Again, it really all depends on the things that you're really looking for and the market that you're working in. But for the most part, 10 to 15 homes sounds like average to me. Um, and again, providing feedback to your agent is very important because that way uh, he can do a much better job in assisting you in the home buying process. The other thing is the earnest deposit, earnest money. When you make an offer and your offer is accepted by the seller, you will be required to put down a what we call an earnest deposit, which will be broken down generally in two deposits. Uh, the way I like to do it is um, to let my buyers know to expect a 2% escrow deposit, which will be, of course, like I said, held in escrow, in which um, only the title company it will be held in escrow. So neither the buyer or the seller have access to that upon mutual agreement. The other thing is doing a home inspection, which of course are for major items, and this would help the buyer kind of have a better understanding for the condition of the property before they go into settlement. And they can also use this as a contingency just in case there are a lot of items on that inspection report that the buyer doesn't really like. as far as structural damage or something major, maybe a beam that's about to fall apart or something like that. You can use that as contingency to back out the inspection overall, and it protects the buyer in all kinds of ways. So I highly suggest you do a home inspection for every property that you decide to buy. Then you have your appraisal, and this is generally done by by the bank sending out an appraiser and making sure that the house is worth what you're paying for, and that the bank is okay in lending you that money. It protects the buyer from overpaying for the property, and also protects the bank, of course, because banks are in business to make money. Uh, then comes closing. That's when everything it's getting done, and you're at the finish line, about to sign all kinds of paperwork for the bank to finally get your keys to the home. Um, at this point, you'll be given, obviously, in days prior, what I like to call a closing sheet, which will highlight the same time. And also make sure that you bring your personal ID with you, like a driver's license. Again, who we are. I'm part of the Miki Group, real estate um, team here in Center City, Philadelphia. Keller Williams specialize in Center City, Philadelphia, and also the surrounding burbs. Um, Feel free to connect with me here on YouTube or my fan page at Luciano KW. That's on Twitter, and also Facebook. You can find me there. These are some of the things that your realtor will do for you. Again, realtors do a lot more than just open doors for you. They do a lot of research and coordinate pretty much everything from beginning to an end. And when I say coordinate, I mean literally coordinate all the other real estate professionals involved, such as the appraiser, the inspector, the lender, and so on. Of course, you want to make sure that your real estate professional gets you the best price, fewest hassles, and work with you in the time frame that you desire. Some of the other added benefits in working with a real estate team in, are, that they may know, interior designers, architects, or a moving company, uh, in case you may need one, and some other things. So those are extra services that a buyer may need as they go in the home buying process. Again, thank you guys for watching my video. Hopefully this was helpful. I'll try to post a video, if not every 2 weeks, at least once a month. The next one will be about the home selling process. If you're thinking about selling your home, I'll give you a few tips and pointers as to things that you can do before, while, and also after you sell your home. And hopefully all these videos are educational. Again, I will also attach some files to the YouTube channel in case you want to reach out to me for questions or market updates, or you simply um, want to maybe look at other homes, or uh, decide to sell down the line. I'll be more than happy to assist you. My office line is here, and again, I'm on 16th and Walnut in Center City, Philadelphia, right next to the Apple Store. My email is right here in case you guys want to reach out to me via email. I'll be more than happy to assist you and help answer any questions. Thank you again for watching. Have a great day.